Today I will walk you over the experiment we did with Wix. I wanted to see if a complete beginner can actually go and create a website with them. I see so many ads about them, but is it a scam or is it a real deal? I think it's something in between. So let me walk you through it to see if you can also do it. This can save you a lot of time, so let's get right into it. Firstly, I went through their classical setup. The good thing is they do not require a credit card up front. For me, inside here, we can see I had problems with setting it up with a Google account, so I have to go and create it via using email. After this, they will ask you if you are creating a website for yourself or if you are doing it for a client. We went with option for ourselves. Then what they are doing is using their AI. In this section, you are not building the website. You are just giving them information what your website would like to have. As you can see on timer, we have still a lot of time. So the setup process is relatively fast, but be careful. This can take a lot of time if you really start digging into it. On the right side, you can see what information they are basically trying to get from us. So inside here, they were asking us about what is the name of the website we want to go, what is the type of the business you are doing, or what type of website you need. They're specifically asking you for the site type, site apps, the goals of your website, and also target audience. As we find out later, this is very important to do early on. And yes, you can also come back and change it later. For example, I try into a later prompt, change the name that was the first question. And yes, it was able to still recognize it. So the AI, I have no complaint about it. But look at the time inside here. This is definitely time consuming. We have nearly spent 10 minutes and we still haven't even got into our Wix dashboard. After that, it certainly takes some time to create, but you can see this is your main dashboard. It is very confusing for a first-time beginner, at least it was for me. Here, I would suggest you not to go with this complete setup, because as you can see, one of the first things you have to do is connect your domain. And while you are at it, you would need to go and pay for your plan. So I started exploring it a little bit, like what else can we do? And yes, you can skip those steps inside here. So for me, I went into services. And this was really awesome because this is something I specifically said in the AI version that we want to have services. This website is going to be for real estate agents. So in here, you would want to go and sell some products as well. For example, consulting with them. And here you can very easily set it up all in one platform. You can do the price and plan method. You can do price per session. You can do location. You can do so much more. Specific time, specific duration. It can be packaged as one big bundle. You have a lot of options inside here. I personally haven't found anything that would be missing inside here. So in this, Wix is definitely a good choice. But still, we wanted to go and create a website. And you can do it without being on their plan. So you should definitely at least try using Wix. You don't need to give them your credit card, and it is a very easy setup. In here, we have two options. Go with customize a template, in where you will go and pick one of the already pre-made website and just customize it to your liking, or generate a design with AI. So obviously with good experience from the first initial setup, I went with the AI version, and I think that was a relatively big mistake. Inside here, it is not that responsive. It's not a communication you have with them. You have basically those highlighted options you can go and change. It will take you to a specific chat where you can go and change it. But I found it that this specifically is not responding as well. So if you are on a time constraint and you really want to go and make your website fast, just go with a pre-made template. They are really good, high quality, and it is still very easy to customize it towards your liking. In here, I found it that this is still a waste of time, even though they're trying to use AI. We came to this option and we still had around 45 to 50 minutes left. But after testing it and trying to make it towards our liking, it took so long. It took us basically 10 to 15 minutes just to get inside here, and I could be there for a longer period of time. So just save your time and go with templates. After that, you can just see them imported. And in here, there are some issues. For example, if you specify what font color you want to have, you can see it on this example, we didn't have it updated. So it was looking very ugly. If you want to go and change something, I found it extremely easy to changing between phone view and desktop view. This is something that I have very big problem with another providers. For example, Ineos, they were horrible at it. But this, there is no issue with it. The sizing of images on phone is very, very tricky. So that is something that they could definitely go and improve. But if you want to go and start adding some of your content, it is very, very simple. You can go and add sections inside there, or you can go and start importing something to already existing one. You can start changing images, text, and stuff like that. What I found interesting is that you do not have that well AI features inside here. So it really is like from the initial setup, it's really, really good. And then it seems to go and slowing down step by step. For example, we wanted to have a specific section where a person can go and book a specific time slot in a calendar. But when we input this into AI, they don't have option about it. You can see that there's only pre-selected section types that they have it ready for. And there, yes, you can go and update it. But other than that, it is really, really useless. What I like, for example, for Hostinger, they're not using AI in this way, but they have, for example, great ability to generate images, which I haven't find to be working well or even be inside Wix. So that's definitely a big plus for stuff like Hostinger. Inside here, the custom sections are relatively nice. The overall issue, it is not a problem. I would compare it that it's so easy that you can just basically put up all of the stuff of some website, you can cut it out with scissors, and you can move it along, and it will just work. The speed is something different, but it will definitely work. So inside here, I try to go and change it to our lighting. I try creating empty sections and putting stuff I want in there, and I also went with the pre-selected ones. From my experience, all the pre-selected is probably better since it's already designed very well. Designs here are very minimalistic, as you can see, and it is just working. You have a lot of ability to go and change everything. For example, I wanted to go and add additional people. So let's say this real estate agency, they have multiple real estate agents. So you can go and easily put them inside here. You can go and schedule their week properly. You can go and give them some specific locations they are working on. You can go and put them on vacation if they need to. So there's a lot of opportunity in here. What I found very interesting about it is that it is not only the website builder, but if you really have a business attached to it, you can find everything in there. Literally, you can go add people, you can do specific services, you can do specific terms of services, you can do specific hours, locations, and everything. Contact information, lead gen forms. This is really good for those type of businesses. Where I see this lacking a lot is if you want to go and create something like blog, something that you would rather need CMS or content management system in it, we can see that it was lacking in here a lot. So for those reasons, I would definitely not recommend it. But if you are doing a business website, you definitely want to go and try it. And if you want to try it for free, you can see my link in the description where you do not even need to go and give them your credit card information, which is the biggest selling point of this service, I would say. And you can see the final results of our schedule was looking really well. You can everything update on the backend and it will automatically update on the front end of your website. Overall, I find it to be very, very easy. You can see we were even able to go and add properties inside it. Something that is probably not very custom, pre-prepared for a lot of sites. But in here, it was incredibly easy. So if you have also some need to sell specific physical products, this could be a good choice for you. Overall, I don't think you will ever have problem using this service. Once again, especially if you are a business website or you have specific use for your website. If you are just general blog, I don't think this is a good choice for you. You have way better choice with using something like WordPress. When we compare it to something like Hostinger, I think the Hostinger is great, but where the power of Wix is that you can set up everything so easily in the backend in terms of your business. You can do specific people, you can do specific pricing. Everything is so much more easier in this sense. But if you're just looking, for example, for a portfolio website, it might be easier to go with Hostinger, honestly. It will save you some time, it will save you some money, but you will be sacrificing the ease of use of Wix inside here. But if you're a business website, it should be a no-brainer to at least try it. You can see, you can have a very representative looking website, you can have a very good feel of it, even after 60 minutes. And that is something that a lot of other companies are not giving you. For example, Hostinger, you cannot go and try it for free. You have to go and pay for the plan. And once again, there are also a lot of very, very bad ones. For example, Ineos, it was complete failure. You cannot build anything with it. I have no clue how they are still in the business. It was by far the worst experience. So if you want to go and try it without the need of giving them your credit card information or anything, you can just go and click on the link in the description. And I hope you will have a lot of luck and great time creating your own website. And in this way, you will also support this channel. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day and goodbye.